What's up, guys? Today, we're going to be talking about the Commander Advanced class in Middle-earth Shadow of War. I'll be covering which classes are able to become commanders, their traits, and what roles they're most effective in. My name is Park Attack. Let's get going. Alright, so first off here, we're going to talk about what classes can become commanders. This is a pretty easy one because the answer is every single class. Warrior, Hunter, Archer, Defender, Savage, Ologs, all of them. If you want to know what my personal favorites are or what I would recommend, I tend to like Ologs and Defenders because they have the best survivability. The reason that that's important is because a commander's main strength doesn't lie within themselves, but within their gang. Since Ologs have a larger health pool than regular orcs, and Defenders have their shield to brunt frontal attacks, they can survive longer, which means they can call in more reinforcements, which is where they really shine. Alright, so let's talk about their traits. The first trait, War Banners, is one of the main reasons why commanders are so good. Just having a commander around will have one of their followers plant down a war banner which enrages all nearby orcs, not just the gang. This means that in large-scale battles like fortress, sieges, and defenses, all of the nearby orcs will become enraged, not just the commander's followers, which, as you could guess, makes them extremely valuable in those situations. The next trait is Call Reinforcements, which triggers pretty regularly and actually allows the commander to kind of have a gang at all times. I'm not sure if there's a timer on it or a cooldown or whatever the fact is, or if he just does it whenever his current gang is killed, but it always seems like the commander is calling in reinforcements constantly so that he's never left alone. The third and last trait is the least useful one, being Dying Command. This just enrages his gang whenever the commander is killed, which doesn't really make a difference because by that time, who really cares? The commander's epic champion trait is Fanatical Gang. Between this and War Banners, the uptime on the commander's gang being enraged is near constant. This is obviously very strong when fighting against other orcs, but also strong if Talion himself is trying to attack the commander. Now, moving on from traits, let's talk about strengths, weaknesses, and where commanders work the best. The big thing to remember here is that the star of the show is the gang, not really the commander himself. Now, that isn't to say that you can't have a really good commander with really good strengths, weaknesses, and enrages that can just handle himself in one-on-one combat. But generally speaking, having a commander built around making his gang stronger is what really makes Commander strong and unique from some of the other advanced classes. And like I had said before, with choosing an Olag or a Defender if possible, the survivability is what's most important. As long as the commander can stay alive, call in reinforcements, those reinforcements can put down war banners. That makes survivability the key focal point for any commander. Now, if we want to talk about where commanders are most useful, we kind of touched on that, but it also kind of goes without being said that in large-scale combat situations, they are arguably the best advanced class. So specifically with fortress, sieges, and defenses, it's always good to have some commanders nearby, as they'll be enraging nearby orcs, which basically just makes your entire army fight stronger and more aggressively. Commanders also make solid bodyguards, which basically allows you to call in your own personal army, which will constantly keep calling in more reinforcements, rather than just calling in one super yoked captain. But even though they are really good in fortresses and pretty good as bodyguards, the one place where commanders struggle is in the fight pits. The health and attack damage of pets and gangs in the fight pits is nerfed so hard that it's almost pointless to even have them involved at all. Since commanders' gangs are kind of their main strength, they're probably not going to do very well in the pit fights. And even if they did have really good traits all around, they still probably don't stand a chance going up against an even-matched Berserker or Slayer, just because of the fact that they do so well in the pit fights. So just keep that in mind that if you're trying to level up a captain, you're trying to make them stronger, or if you just need to advance in the pit fights, might be a good idea to let your commanders sit out and use them somewhere else where they'll be much more useful. Alright then, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Once again, my name is Park Attack. Peace.